What is going on, people? I'm going to sit down to you as a best mate and have a chat. I'm going to imagine that you're one of my closest friends and I want to talk about looks maxing, maximizing your looks, maxing out your player stats in this game that is life and making you the most attractive person you can possibly be. Going from like a level 1 NPC all the way up to a level 100 Giga Chad with the Daedric armor. That's what we're going to get you to by the end of this video. And I feel very strongly about this because I used to be a slightly fat, slightly spotty, acne-ridden, greasy little kid who used to play Minecraft all day at lunch in school and not get any girls and be a little bit socially awkward. And I just believed that the way that you looked was just a matter of genetics. It was how you were born, and it was based on if your family had money or not. And if you were poor and if you weren't born with these like naturally gifted things like good teeth or good hair or good skin, then you're pretty much screwed. So I'm going to tell you that that isn't the case. There are a lot of things that you can do to fix that. And looks maxing is about taking what you have, regardless of your genetics, regardless of your starting point, regardless of how you are, and making an effort to improve yourself and become one of those top tier men that looks good, that turns heads, that is successful, that paves their way in life, that is confident, that is someone that other people want to know effectively. It doesn't matter what your starting point is. You can drastically improve your appearance through doing these things. You can completely transform your appearance and the way that you look. No one is inherently ugly when they actually put effort into their appearance. Sure, you can be lazy and you can be fat and you can be a slob and you can do nothing and you can eat shitty food and get like greasy skin, etc., etc. But if you actually put effort in to change your appearance, you can at least be a 6, all right? And a 6 is pretty damn good going. Like, if I was single, I'd probably smash a 4.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
So a 6, you're doing pretty well. Like, anyone can be a 6. I honestly believe that. Unless you're like Chuck from the Goonies, like all fucked up and mutated, then bro, sorry, this video isn't for you. But anyway, the good news is that if you do these things, if you make an effort for your appearance, if you make an effort to maximize your looks, because the average person is so complacent and lazy and doesn't want to do anything that's going to improve them or put any effort into anything that could benefit them in the long term. They just want to roll over and die and be like, oh no, I'm not genetically gifted. If you do things that actually actively improve yourself and you take action, you are at such a huge advantage in every single aspect of life. Looking good makes you feel good. You get more respect from other people. You'll get more opportunities. You'll surround yourself with other people who are like-minded and want to improve yourself as well. And all it takes is a bit of effort to maximize your physical self. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. What are the things that you can start doing straight away? We'll start at a very basic, quick, actionable level and work up all the way to things that are more long-term, but are completely gonna change your reality. The stuff that's bullshit, I'll call out as well and stay away from. The stuff that's actually worth doing, this is, like, in my belief, the things that you can take action on now and begin the steps to actually maximize your looks. First thing you want to do in the morning when you wake up is make your bed. Like, make your goddamn bed, you fatherless. Do you think that anyone that is even remotely successful just gets out of bed and chucks all their sheets back onto the bed to clamber into some unmade bed in the morning? Of course they don't. One thing that I want to say, and it's a recurring theme through this whole video, is how you do anything is how you do everything. So little details, little things matter. If you're getting out of bed in the morning, if you're scrolling through your social media, if you're not making your bed, you're leaving it in a mess, you're setting the tone, you're setting the standard of the decisions that you make in your day based on that first thing. Your day is set off from subpar attention to details, from just leaving a mess because you can't be asked to do it, doing the bare minimum. The first thing you can do in the morning to improve your mental state for the rest of the day and actually start to shift your mindset is make that bed. You're not a child. Make your fucking bed right now. Pause this video, go make your bed if you're not making it right now. Or I will come around there, I will bend you over my knee and I will pull out a belt and spank your behind so hard you'll wish that you were never born. Anyway, let's start at the most basic level. Personal hygiene. It's pretty basic, but a lot of lads kind of this goes amiss. What you want to do is shower every single day. I like to shower in the morning personally because I sweat quite a lot at night. If I don't shower in the morning, it doesn't like get me set up and primed for the day. I like to have a cold shower every morning. You don't have to have a cold shower, but I just quite like it to like wake me up and kickstart my day. Shower in the morning. Obviously, you soap, wash yourself so you're not smelly and disgusting. I do not wash my hair with shampoo. That's just a personal preference because it strips all the oils out of your hair. I think that washing your hair like every day with shampoo is probably quite a stupid thing to do because then you strip the oil out of the shampoo and then you put conditioner back in. But I just rinse it with water every single day. Keeps me clean, keeps me fresh. Next up, we have clothing. And this is an absolutely massive one for lads today, especially American lads. Like, I don't know what American lads do in terms of clothing, but I feel feel like Europe's just a step above in terms of like men's fashion, and just like the average guy is a lot more better dressed. So the first thing you want to do, boys, is find clothes that fit you well. What you can do is you can order something off, if you're just ordering off ASOS, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can just order loads of stuff from there and try it all on and then send it all back. Like, fuck the environment. Who cares about that? If we're looking good, like the rainforest and the orangutans can get like burned down and killed. Order loads of clothes and just find your fit. Find things that fit you well, that complement your physique, that complement your body. If you've got shorter legs, you're probably going to want to wear slightly longer trousers or higher fitting trousers to make your legs look longer and your torso look shorter. If you've got long legs and a short torso, they can get away with kind of doing the opposite, but just find clothes that fit you well. If you're a slightly bigger dude, whether it's muscle or fat, then you can wear things like oversized on the top. So those are really nice, like drop shoulder shirts. I really like the way that they look. Just keep it minimal, go with a lot of blank stuff, and that's going to be really easy to wear and easy to style. And then a lot of minimal color tones as well. No big, bold logos. In terms of trousers, I love Legend London, which is what I'm currently wearing right now. And they've sponsored this video from today. They do super skinny fit trousers if you're a skinnier or slimmer build, and those are really good. If you want something that hugs your legs and kind of complements your leg muscles, and you can wear that with a slightly baggier t-shirt at the top. But if you're not into that super skinny fit, they've also just dropped a straight fit line. So I'm wearing the black straight fit jeans here. As you can see, fits really well, not super tight, but kind of complements my legs and fits my physique nicely. And then they do the straight fitting chinos as well that I'm wearing here. Just kind of love that slightly baggier but still semi-tapered fit. So it's not too big, it's not too small. They look absolutely banging, and the jeans are stretchy as well, which is like makes them super comfy, nice to wear. Really simple, quick, easy, minimal outfit that I like to wear from Legend London is the blue slim fit jeans with some clean white trainers, and then a white t-shirt with a nice fitting, slightly baggy hoodie over the top. Like super easy, super clean, super quick. Legend London, smash it. You don't need to be spending thousands of dollars on designer branded clothes with big, bold, obnoxious branding. I think that looks tacky. It looks terrible. It looks like you're poor and you're trying to show people that you're not. Like, I buy a lot of stuff that's completely blank. I really like the minimal collections from Legend London, like the oversized tops as well. I just love neutral, minimal things, drop shoulder things that kind of complement my top half without being super tight and making it look like I'm wearing clothes that are too small for me. And then I'll wear a nice fitting pair of jeans as well. If I want to kind of like bulk myself up or or draw a bit more attention to my upper body, or make my shoulders look a bit wider to complement my physique, I'll then throw like a jacket or an overcoat or a shirt over whatever I'm wearing, just to complement my shoulders, which is a really good way to add width if you're not like a super jacked big guy. And yeah, man, you don't need to fill your wardrobe with designer clothes. Just find things that fit you well, things that you like. And even now, like, I'm wearing a blank t-shirt that I think I ordered as a sample, but I really like the oversized fit, so I brought like 10 of them, just because I like the drops oversized fit and minimal. What you can do if you're rocking a fairly minimal outfit, let's say like all one color or neutral color tones, is you can add some accessories like a ring to kind of stand out, a necklace, a watch, a nice bit of jewelry to kind of complement the minimal outfit that you're wearing and add a little bit of detail to it whilst you're looking sleek without being like too in your face. Like, look at my Balenciaga top or like fucking ridiculous shoes. So yeah, man, keep it simple, minimal, really easy way to go. Obviously follow channels on YouTube as well, some really good fashion channels on there, and just learn like styling tips and actually make an effort with your appearance even when you're not doing anything. Wrapping up the clothing section is pay attention to the detail, boys. One of the easiest things that you can do is like, don't walk around wearing creased clothes. It will completely ruin an outfit. I just use one of these steamers, literally like a 10-15 pound steamer that like steams things in situ, so you can just iron it on the hanger. Get a lint shaver as well, one of these things that lets you cut off lint pieces from your clothes so they're not all looking all raggedy and horrible. And also a lint roller as well is absolutely essential to get rid of fluff, keep clothes looking new, and that will completely transform your outfit without having to spend thousands on new clothes. Next thing you want to do, you dirty little smelly neckbeard incel, is shave your face. Whether you've got a stubble, a beard, whether you're clean shaven, if you've got any kind of hair, even little like strands on your face at all, shave every other day. It's going to make you look a lot more presentable, a lot more better. And don't try and grow stubble if you can't. It will come king. Like, wait your time. Stubble will eventually grow as you get older, but don't, like, nothing looks worse than when there's some like young lad with like a little patchy like half goatee thing going on their face. It looks absolutely terrible. Wet your face with hot water first. Use a sharp razor. I use one of these single blade Wilko Wilkinson sword ones because they're really sharp disposable blades, and then use like a shaving oil or a shaving cream just to shave your face and actually make sure that the razor is sharp to stop you from getting a rash. If you struggle with shaving rash like I did when I went clean shaven, I just use a one blade and literally just go guardless all over your face every single day, and that's enough to get like a nice smooth silky face. If you're someone with stubble, trim the edges of the stubble, do it with the razor, do the lines, do your stubble lines. Having a good line around your stubble or beard is going to make your jawline look a million times better and change you from crazy homeless person to attractive man who takes care of himself and is a little bit rugged and has this like beautiful stubble. So for me, what I do to get this is, like I said, I used to have a very patchy beard, patchy stubble when I was really, really young. So I used to just shave it off, go clean shaven. But I feel like as a man, if you want to be respected, I get a lot more respect from people when I have facial hair, which is really, really weird. So I keep it just because of that, especially if I'm in other countries, man. If you're interacting with other men, it's a sign of high testosterone. It's a sign of strength. So if you can do it, it's kind of a good thing to have. But the same with having like a ripped physique. What I do is I go 2 mil, so 2mm all over my face, either using the Manscaped beard trimmer that they've released. This is not sponsored. I go 2.5 of that, or I go 2 mil with a Wilkinson one blade all over my face and then do the edges as well. And that kind of gets me this like length stubble look. Another thing that you want to do is after you shave, make sure that you moisturize your skin every single day. So the only two things that I would bother with buying for my skin is number one, a moisturizer with SPF in it and tentrinoin or a retinoid cream. They're similar things. My girlfriend's a doctor, so I'll just ask her what it is.
Okay, so retinoids are made out of vitamin A basically, and it promotes like faster surface skin cell turnover as well as causes boost of collagen production.
Moisturize every day, and the only other thing that I'm going to be doing from now on is using a retinoid cream as well. It can dry out your skin a little bit at first, it can make your skin sensitive, so really important to use a moisturizer and a SPF on it if it's sunny, but long term it's meant to give you like banging skin, especially if you use it for like a prolonged period of time. Next up, you're going to want to be smelling good. Like this is a massive one. Do you know when you walk past a girl and you're like, oh, she smells really good, and it kind of like leaves an imprint in your mind? But smell is one of the most powerful senses. So if you're smelling bad, you're probably going to leave a really bad impression on people. But if you're smelling good, you can use that to your power to be that dude that always smells nice. It's going to be attractive to the opposite sex. It's going to make you memorable. It's going to make you seem more hygienic and clean and just make you like nicer to be around. So I wear aftershave all right, I forgot this morning. I wear aftershave. Normally, I wear aftershave every single day. Like, even if I'm not doing a lot, I will wear aftershave. Obviously, wear deodorant every single day as well. Always carry a can around with you, like before the gym, whenever. But also wear aftershave every single day as well, because it will make you stand out above like the average man and like help you maximize that look. So a really good basic bitch one, like this is kind of like my daily driver, is Dior Sauvage. It's very common though, like a lot of lads wear it, but it's one that like always consistently smells good. So that's kind of my daily driver. Other ones that I like are the Giorgio Armani range, like Aqua D and Armani Code. Those are nice as well. This is kind of my summer one, Paco Rabanne Invictus Legend. That's nice as well. Like I said, I'm not super clued up on the fragrances, but those are the ones that I like and I currently using at the moment. Absolutely essential for 99% of guys to separate you from the rest and maximize your looks is pluck your eyebrows, lads. Like a lot of boys are gonna be watching this for like, oh, that's gay. Like I've done it since I was in school, and every now and then like a guy in school would be like, oh bro, do you pluck your eyebrows? That's so gay. Or like nice eyebrows. But then there was not a single time in my entire life where a girl has ever come up to me and been like, oh, you pluck your eyebrows. It's only ever been like, oh my God, you have really nice eyebrows. Or it's a conversation starter because my eyebrows are like actually sick and in check. So they're a little bit ragged at the minute. You don't want to overdo it. If you're a guy, what you want to do is you can get it done at the barbers if you go to like a Turkish barbers or somewhere where they do your eyebrows as well. But what you want to do is pluck from the top down and just follow the natural curve or contour of your eyebrow. So don't go from the bottom up, go from the top down. The reason for that is because a low brow on men is a sign of dominance, a sign of high testosterone. It's attractive. So if you're plucking your eyebrows from a top down, then it's going to make your brow look like it's sitting lower, which is going to make your face structure look more attractive naturally. What you can also do is when you shave your face, put on a 5mm guard on the face trimmer and just shave your eyebrows as well. Not obviously bold, but have like 5mm just to make sure the hairs are like a decent length, and pluck your monobrow as well, boys. Get rid of that monobrow. Other essentials during your routine of facial care is nasal hair. Get rid of it. You can get a nasal hair trimmer, but I don't find that very good. Either get it waxed at the barbers again, or just get tweezers, be a man and rip it out. That's literally what I do. Like, grow some balls, get over it. It isn't actually that painful. And then finally, shave your body hair as well. Don't do a wet shave, like a shaving rash, like I said, but you can do something like using a one blade, using any kind of body hair trimmer. A lot of guys would be like, oh, but I like that bear look. Like, yes, it does look good on some people if you're absolutely jacked, but the chances are, if you're watching this video, you are probably not absolutely jacked and amazing looking. You're watching this video to improve that, and having body hair is just going to make you look ungroomed like some fucking ugly dad bod motherfucker. So going back to the hair, one of the best things that you can do is get a proper barber. Don't see a hairdresser. Don't see someone that generalizes in hair. Go to a barber shop that, number one, has like an aesthetic that you like. It's quite a hipster place. It looks good. Someone that you like the look of. You like the look of the people in there. And go to a proper barber shop where they're going to give you a proper barbering service for men. If you're black, go to a black barber shop, obviously, because they're going to know your hair type. If you're a white dude, then you can probably go to somewhere that specializes in white hair. If you're Asian, then maybe go to somewhere that cuts a lot of Asian hair. Go to somewhere. Basically, I'm trying to segregate everyone by their races and create some like crazy race war. No, I'm joking. Go to a barber that's actually going to be able to cut your hair well and know what you want and give you a good job. If you've got a slightly receding hairline, just let them know. Just be like, bro, look, what do you think you can do for this? That's instantly going to set you apart from 99% of men having a fresh haircut. I used to get my hair cut like once a month. Now I do it every 1 to 2 weeks. And the difference it makes in my appearance is absolutely huge. It makes your face slimmer. It makes your jawline more attenuated, look better. It isn't cheap doing it once every 1 to 2 weeks. But if you're watching this, you're probably someone that wants to build a social circle and build a business and build the lifestyle where you can afford to get that done every week and for it not to be an issue. So use it as a bit of motivation. Also, what you can do is just get a haircut that's going to handle not being cut for a little bit longer if you're struggling to afford it, like something a little bit longer. Just let the barber know, have a chat to him, and he will hook you up. In terms of hair products, you will get what you pay for as well. I really like I think it's called Gorilla Slick styling powder. That's really, really good for adding thickness and volume to your hair. And I use a Blue Man. It's like a thick clay, a matte clay, just because I like the way that it sits on my hair, or any kind of like generic clay. If I got a bit more time, I'll put in a wet clay into my hair. I'll put it into wet hair, dry it off the hairdryer. That's what I've done today. And I'll make my hair look like the way that it does. So you just got to find the hair product that's right for you, right for your hair type. You might have to look around and spend a bit of money, but once you found it, stick with it. It's not going to be cheap, but the way I think of it is it's like all these things are like investments into your future. If you're looking better, feeling better, you're going to do better in every single aspect of your life, including making money and business. If you've got a receding hairline, if your hairline's going back, then there are numerous things that you can do. I made a lot of videos on these, but if I was in my teenage years, if I was wasn't in my like mid-20s and I noticed this, I'll probably do something like minoxidil, microneedling, and ketoconazole shampoo, something like Nizzerol if you're in the UK. That's kind of the common brand there. And then if I was a little bit older, like I say 20, 21, I'd definitely take something like finasteride to block the DHT as well. I just wouldn't take it when I was younger because it can affect testosterone and you want to be like fully developed before you take anything like that. One of the biggest things that has completely transformed my mental and physical health and the way that I look is sleep. And this is something that I'm massively overlooked, and sleep is so important, man. Everything from your testosterone to growth hormone to every major bodily process is regulated by sleep. If you're missing out on the first 2 hours of sleep, or you're offsetting your bedtime, you're going to bed late, those first 2 hours are when you get that pulse or that spike in IGF-1 growth hormone. So you need to be getting enough sleep in order to look good, to perform maximally in the gym, to perform mentally well. Sleep is going to regulate things like your hunger hormones, your stress hormones, your body composition. So studies show that people that have less sleep or sleep deprived actually have more body fat and less muscle mass. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is absolutely essential. And that's not like 7 hours lying in bed. That's like 7 hours being sound asleep. So I'd give myself at least 8 hours in bed to get sufficient sleep. Like, it's going to make the world of difference. Like, if you're growing and developing as well, it might even make you taller. Who knows? If I was someone that wants to grow taller, I'd get a sleep in. So get your sleep in, boys. There is a reason that the fat neck beard, greasy skin, acne-ridden guy with little cheesy Dorito covered fingers sitting at the computer is a meme. That's because it is somewhat true. Your diet is everything. The way that you look, your skin, like, is so closely related to your diet. And when I was younger, I just did not know this. And I used to have really bad skin. There would never be a time where I didn't have spots. I'd always have spots. I wasn't like riddled in severe acne, but I'd always have like spots on my forehead, on my cheeks, kind of down here. And it would just make me look dirty. And I'd have very greasy skin as well. And it just like wasn't good. Obviously, your hormones are going to kind of have like an impact on this as well. But But I'd say the biggest thing for me was dirty bulking and was just eating all this food because I wanted to gain muscle, eating crap food, not understanding like what sort of food was good for my body. And it just made my skin, my health, gave me chronic inflammation, made everything like so bad and not good. So diet is absolutely key if we want to change the way that we look and actually maximize our looks as well in all aspects. And the first thing you can do is just ensure that you're getting 5 to 10 portions of fruit or veg a day, or fruit and veg a day, 5 to 10. Okay, that might seem like a lot, but it's pretty easy to do. A really easy way to do it is you shouldn't be snacking. Don't eat sweets, don't eat chocolate, don't eat any of this crap. It's going to give you absolutely nothing other than like, oh, getting this dopamine spike, I feel really good, and then you feel terrible afterwards and you eat more and you end up binge eating food. Just 5 to 10 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. If you need to snack, try not to snack on anything. But if you do need to snack, you can just snack on a piece of fruit. So if you're eating a diet that's from whole food sources, so you're actually making meals like chicken, rice, potatoes, like things full of veg, the less processed, the better. It's going to fill you up for longer. It's going to keep you fuller for longer. It's going to have micronutrients in it that are going to be beneficial to you. It's not just going to be some empty food like sweets or chocolate. It's going to give you this massive blood sugar spike, then crash. If you're eating healthier foods, they're going to fill you up for longer as well. So you don't even have to track your macronutrient or sort of diet. If you're making good food choices and steering away from all that shit, you know that you're probably not going to be overeating. Then combine that with training as well, and you're going to be able to transform your physique like relatively easily. Stay away from loads of dairy, stay away from like fried stuff, oils. Like it's not going to be good for your skin. Like there's a reason, like I said, about like the greasy skin, like motherfucker, like eats all this shit food. I can guarantee you that if you cut out crap and you ate a good diet, your skin would get marginally better at the very least. Think of it this way as well. A lot of people that eat a traditional Asian diet, which is quite high in fish, quite high in omega-3s, have very, very good skin. So if you want to get good skin yourself, obviously you can do what I've just spoken about, but it's really important to getting those quality, good sources of fats in, and then avoiding like really oily fried things. Seed oils is what I tend to avoid. Although there's no research long-term on the effects of seed oils being negative or bad for you, they are relatively new. So I stay away from seed oils, things like vegetable oil, rapeseed oil, etc., just from an inflammation point of view. And I find that they do make my skin worse and actually more greasier. Maybe it's placebo as well. But eat a lot of fish. If you like fish, obviously omega-3s are really good. Fish, eggs, avocado as well. You don't have to eat fish if you don't like fish. And then supplement something like an omega-3, a high quality fish oil vitamin as well. That's what I do every single day. Going to be really good to have. Along with that, I'll take a vitamin D. Then in terms of supplements, that's pretty much it. I'm eating a lot of vegetables and fruits. I don't really need to have a multivitamin as long as I'm getting those in. And then I'll also take creatine every single day, 5 to 8 grams, just for muscle mass, body composition. It keeps your muscles fuller. It's a bit of a myth that it makes you look watery or retain water. It's going to be intramuscular water, so it's actually going to make you look bigger if you're taking it consistently. For the vitamin D, the creatine, and the fish oils, I use Huge Supplements. They sponsor me, so you can get 10% off of all your supplements. Anything that I use as well, literally everything is from Huge. Down below, if you want to lose weight or gain muscle, is just have 5 meals a day. Each one of those 5 meals should be a high protein meal. And then if you want to lose weight, 3 of those meals can be moderate carb, healthy carbs like potatoes, rice, with a good portion of veg. And then the remaining 2 can just be like no carb meals or just protein based meals, either some meat and veg or either just something like a protein shake, just to make sure you're getting enough protein in for your body composition to actually change and actually feed it what it needs to maintain a physique with more muscle and less fat. Another instantaneous hack to look max and change the way that you're presented in the world is by focusing on controlling your body language and like the way that you sit, like your eye contact with people, because that's going to make a huge difference in terms of how assertive you are, how likable you are, how dominant you are, how trustworthy you are, and like really, really pave your way in the world. So I deliberately made myself have a kyphotic body language, like insecure. I was making myself small. My arms were crossed. I could not maintain eye contact. And it probably translated really well. The video wasn't as engaging. It probably made you feel a little bit uncomfortable. If you're like that, you're going to be like that conversationally in your day-to-day life. So really, really work on improving your body language. And if you can deliberately change your external state. So if you can change the way that you sit, the way that you walk. I'm sat like really relaxed and slouched on the chair, my leg up. You can't see it right now, so I don't really give a shit. Crossing your arms like this is a sign of insecurity. We're going to look not as approachable. So you might be thinking like, Mo, but I like to fold my arms. That just feels good, or it just feels right. Like it's comfortable. That's probably going to be the most common one. It's only comfortable because your internal state is matching your external state. Because your arms are crossed, it's a sign of insecurity. It probably feels comforting because you're not secure in the situation that you're in. But if you actually step outside your comfort zone, deliberately take up a bit more space, like I've got my leg on the table, I'm like spreading because I'm comfortable in this environment, that's going to in turn internally make you feel confident. Like something that I do when I go to a new place, especially when I like play a DJ set or a gig, or I'm somewhere new where I'm going to give a talk or speak to someone, is I'll walk around the place first and get a feel for the environment and like kind of like spread around it and like get used to it and feel comfortable in it and like alter my body language so I'm comfortable in that environment. Eye contact as well. In conversations, that's a massive one. Maintaining solid eye contact as I pick my nose with people, especially with women, it's like an attractive trait. Like you want to maintain strong eye contact. It means you're sure of what you're saying, you're sure of yourself, and then the way that you say things as well. The main things to remember with body language is closed is bad, open is good. Chest out, so chest up, shoulders back is a sign of confidence. People are going to treat you differently in the world. You're going to be more respected if you're walking tall, you're standing tall. And a really good exercise to do it, if you're not someone like that, is whenever you walk through a door, just pull your shoulders back, puff your chest out, and then you'll get used to having that good posture. I love the way I talk about posture as I'm sat here like slouching on a chair, but talk with your hand as well, because that's really gonna make you more charismatic and get people more invested and improve your conversational skills. I used to be incredibly socially awkward, so I wasn't able to have a conversation with people very easily. I wasn't very comfortable in social situations, and I used to get really, really bad anxiety, especially speaking in front of anyone or anyone new, especially the opposite sex. It used to be really bad. So a few things that you can do is when you're speaking to someone, imagine that you're talking to someone a few paces back. So rather than talking to a person, imagine you're speaking through them, especially if it's somewhere loud. That's going to improve your voice. It's going to make you more confident if you're someone that struggles to be heard, if you're someone that struggles to get things out. Also, the way that you say things. So if you say things like this and things on an upward inflection where your voice goes up a pitch at the end, do you think this is right? Is this okay to you? Do you agree with what I'm saying? It's a sign of being agreeableness. And agreeableness is typically not a very masculine trait. So the reason that we do this upward inflection, like a lot of girls do it, and also men that are not insecure with themselves, is because they're asking a question. They're trying to seek validation from the other person. They're trying to make sure what they're saying is right. If you're someone that's very energetic and you speak quite fast like me, then kind of own it, speak loudly, add a lot of energy and charisma into the conversation, speak with your hands as well, and just kind of end things on a neutral tone or not with an upwards inflection. When it comes to conversational skills, like the only way you're going to get better at this is by practicing it. Practice makes perfect. Go out there and speak to as many people as you can. I used to do exercises where I'd ask someone at the coffee shop or someone that's serving me on a till or the barista at the coffee shop, I'd ask them like a question, and it's not a closed-ended question. You want to be asking people open-ended questions. So you might go into conversations and it just goes nowhere, like especially like on dates and other things. I know a lot of lads struggle with this, probably because you're asking closed-ended questions. You want to be asking open-ended questions. So ask things like what, how, where, why. So for example, if I wanted to like have a conversation with someone that I'd never met before, someone that's serving me, a waitress say, and I could say, excuse me, what's the time? She's going to say the time's 10. End of conversation. Like it's dead. There's nowhere for it to go. If I actually wanted to engage in a proper conversation that's not going to be awkward and clunky, then I'll ask her what, how, or why. So I could say, what's your favorite thing to do for fun around here? Then she's probably going to give you like an example of like what she likes to do in her free time, like things that are good, things that like she enjoys doing. And then you can like delve more into those things and like spark a conversation that way. Same in any single conversation with anyone versus just asking like simple basic things. Try and speak about the other person, get the other person talking about themselves, keep on asking them questions, and then eventually you're going to find like rapport, things that you share, and share like a natural flowing conversation, which is going to be good. Final thing for maximizing your looks, and this is probably the most obvious one, but also one that people struggle with the most, is training. If you want to train, if you want to maximize the way that you look, maximize your aesthetic appearance, maximize your physical self, then training is obviously an absolutely huge one. You want to train in a certain way. So you want to train how you look. Train like the type of person that you want to look like. If you want to look like a powerlifter, some fucking overweight, high body fat, trying not to offend every single powerlifter ever, hairy motherfucker, there you go, I've done it, then train like a powerlifter if you want to look like one. Go in and do 5 sets of 5, go in and do 10 sets of 2, or whatever the hell these people do these days. God knows it takes like 6 hours on the deadlift platform. But if you want to actually train like someone that has that aesthetic physique that women find attractive, that's like that kind of fitness model physique with a big V taper, with broad shoulders, with good chest muscles, good arms, good back, a balanced physique, but with a solid V taper to it, then you got to train in that way as well. So you're going to want to do a training split that's fairly high frequency. Don't do a bro split. Do something like push-pull legs. Train where you're training a muscle group twice a week. That's really, really good. High frequency to make sure you're optimizing your frequency. You're going to want to do relatively high intensity as well. I love training to absolute failure and get on a structured workout program. I will put one for free down below, completely for free. But if you want to get a tailored program specifically designed and made for you and your goals and optimized actually to you rather than something generic like everything on the internet, I have Physique Incubator, link down below. That will take you to the website where you can actually get one of those made by me for you to optimize those things along with a diet plan and meal plan. But the most important is whether it's mine or whether it's some random on the internet, just get a solid plan that isn't a bro split that you can follow, that's going to give you structure to your training and just focus on those key areas, those men's physique, those aesthetic parts to build that aesthetic V-taper physique. I suggest that everyone do cardio of some form, whether you're bulking or cutting. If you're bulking and you struggle to gain weight, obviously just do some really, really light, easy cardio, 10, 15, 20 minutes just to assist in recovery, keep you healthy, get the blood flowing. If you're someone that's trying to lose weight, I'd probably start with cardio 4 times a week. And then what you want to do is you want to select the cardio that works for you, basically. I love doing these 15-minute metabolic conditioning sessions at the end of the workout, which combine weights and cardio, high intensity style of training. So what I'll do is I'll pick 3 exercises. I'll then do one that I really like is called a E3 MOM, every 3 minutes on the minute. I'll set a timer for 3 minutes and then I'll do a certain amount of reps within that 3-minute range and then repeat that 5 times for 15 minutes. I share all my workouts like that on my Instagram page, Physique Incubator. Those are on the Physique Incubator platform as well. Or you might be someone that hates the high intensity stuff and just likes the low intensity stuff. And if that was you, then I'll probably start with walking on a treadmill 4 times a week for about 30 minutes, not holding onto the treadmill because that is nonce behavior, just to burn some calories. And that is really, really going to assist in getting you healthier and improving your fat loss. One of the easiest things that you can do though to lose weight and actually get fit and healthy and like take those steps to improving your physique and sculpting an aesthetic physique is doing 10,000 steps a day. That's literally it. Go for a walk in the morning, 10,000 steps per day in total. Use your phone to track. Do that consistently every single day and you will make leaps and bounds of progress. The main thing of these things that I've mentioned, it's all just about doing these little things every single day and eventually over time it will add up. You can't do it once a week. You can't do it twice a week. You can't do it 3 times a week. You have to do it every single day. And with a bit of effort, with a bit of consistency, with a bit of discipline, you'll be able to level up and prestige your looks and completely transform your life. And all you have to do is actually put some effort into it and try your best. Final thing I want to mention that's really, really going to change the structure and the aesthetics of your face is lose body fat, man. If you want to get a better, stronger jawline, it's all about body fat, and more often than not you're probably going to have a very good jawline but there's just body fat holding it. So what you want to do is diet, train right, lose weight, actually see the weight going down on the scales, track your weight, and then your jawline is going to come through as well and kind of complement this like beautiful muscular physique that you are forming. And the other thing you can do as well is stop being a dirty mouth breather. When you're training, make sure you breathe through your nose, don't breathe through your mouth. A lot of people are chronically congested, breathing through their mouth all the time, and that actually can cause a recession in your jaw and give you like this nerdy looking receded jaw that you see pictures of on the internet like this. So what I would do is try and focus on breathing through my nose at all times, especially if I'm doing any kind of exercise, running, sleeping. Anyway, people, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop me a comment if there's anything that I missed, anything that you think. Physique Incubator down below for custom meal and training plans, huge supplements for supplements, and a massive shout out to Legend London for sponsoring this video and providing me with banging clothes to wear for the foreseeable future. Peace out, I love to bits. Thank you. Good night.